Tia Mowry's pajama closet is officially better than our going out wardrobe. Tia Mowry turned her bedroom into a sexy runway, and everyone is talking about it. The actress and entrepreneur recently hopped on Instagram, dancing freely in a rotation of chic pajamas that prove sleepwear deserves as much attention as your outside clothes. In the reel, Tia works the camera with ease. But anyone who follows Tia knows that she loves a good audio trend or viral social media moment. The sister star rocked silky sets that shimmered with every move. She gave us 3 satin ensemble looks that are the perfect inspiration for our closets. Keep scrolling to see why we are obsessed. Tia Mowry's loves to rock satin pajamas, just check out her Instagram page. Tia kicked things off with a color-blocked red and purple slip layered under a matching robe. The look is striking, soft yet powerful, and makes a case for adding a pop of bold color to your pajama drawer. Then comes the black satin slip and robe set. Sleek, elegant, and endlessly versatile, this look embodies the soft life while still serving sophistication. It's the perfect reminder that basics don't have to be boring when they're done in satin. Her last look was a jewel-toned emerald slip, complete with a thigh-high slit. The glossy green fabric moves with her and looks great on her screen. It's glamorous, effortless, and the kind of pajama look that turns lounging into a luxury. What ties all of these looks together isn't just the fabrics, it's Tia's energy. Yes, sis. She's clearly having fun, moving with ease, and embracing a new chapter of her life in a way that feels authentic and bold. Her satin pajama looks prove that self-care and style can meet right at home. Tia Mowry opens up about her company parenting strategy. We all come together as a family. The sister star gets candid about raising independent kids, surviving back-to-school chaos, and even tackling perimenopause. Many of us grew up watching Tia Mowry and her twin sister Tamara on classic TV shows and movies. I personally think Doechii is one of the best films ever made. No, seriously. These days, Tia Mowry is stepping away from the screen and embracing a new kind of reality, being a mom. She's raising 2 kids, 7-year-old Cairo and 14-year-old Cree, and her days are full of all kinds of relatable parenting adventures, like trying to find healthy snacks for her kids, teaching media literacy to her teenage son, and learning to let go with her youngest. It's also officially back-to-school season, with families across the country setting new rhythms over this month and next. So we sat down to discuss all things parenting, snacking, and back to school, including her partnership with General Mills. Tia Mowry is ready for back to school. Like so many parents, Mowry definitely feels the chaos at times. However, she's nailed a back to school routine for her 2 kids that have a 7-year age gap. The sister star shares that the secret to a successful routine for kids with large age gaps is giving each child their own space and preparing as much as possible the night before. She likes to lay out their clothes and pack their backpacks the night before so she doesn't get overwhelmed the next morning. But her number 1 tip to having a stress-free school morning is to curb hunger by leaving snacks readily available. I like to put snacks by the door for the kids on their way out, and some of their favorite snacks, of course, are snacks by General Mills, Mowry tells parents. That's the Nature Valley, and also the Mott's fruit snacks. And we just load all of them by the front door, so when they're on their way out, they could just grab whatever snack they like. Even with preparation, nothing is perfect and the best routines can still unravel. That's why Mowry prioritizes her mental health, so she can weather all the tough moments better. She decompresses best through breathing work, mediation, and journaling. I'll do some breath work for just 5 minutes, or I'll do some meditation for 5 minutes, and journaling, she says. When I journal, I like to set an intention for the day. I find that when you set an intention, you have more success with that emotion that you are wanting to have throughout the day. Still, Mowry believes that one of the best tips for decompressing during back to school is to be kind to yourself. Everything is not going to be perfect. Forgive yourself if things are not completely checked off that to-do list. We're human, you know. How she's parenting differently. Mowry grew up in an era where the adults in charge made all the rules and kids just had to listen, but she's taking a different approach when it comes to raising Cree and Cairo. I think growing up, it was definitely a cultural thing where it's like, my house, my rules, she explains. I didn't want to do that with my children. I wanted my children to never be afraid to express themselves. Mowry won't force her daughter to do something she's uncomfortable with, like kissing a pushy relative. Everyone has an aunt that doesn't understand personal space. If you're not in the mood, then you're not in the mood, she says. Plus, it's so important to let kids know they have a voice and can say, no. Instilling this in kids, she explains, starts at a young age. Maori says her parenting style is aimed at raising independent, well-adjusted children and that she doesn't believe that it's a parent's responsibility to make their children happy. I don't think it is your job to make your kids happy. I think that it is your job to keep your kids safe, nurture them, guide them, but they have to learn on their own how to make themselves happy, because we don't want to create codependency. One moment reinforced this belief. Her 7-year-old daughter was hit by a ball at school and sent to the nurse. When the nurse asked if she wanted to speak to her mom, Cairo said, no. Maori says that moment made her realize how important her daughter's independence is. I desperately wanted to speak to her and hear her voice to make sure that she was okay, but I had to allow this opportunity for her to gain independence and say, I got this. She also opened up about co-parenting with her ex-husband, Corey Hardricht. Her number one tip to successfully co-parent is keep the focus on the kids and avoid letting disagreements get in the way. The main important thing is making sure that the children still see the parents together and communicating, and still see them being cordial, she shares. That's what keeps children beautifully adjusted. It keeps their nervous system calm and at ease when they see their parents are still together. We all come together as a family. How life looks like now. Nowadays, Maori is focused on her community, her kids, and trying to not think of all the time that's passed when she looks at her 14-year-old son. She recently partnered with General Mills and Box Tops for Education to help spread the message about their free snacks program, which helps families support schools while earning rebates on select General Mills products. I'm a huge believer that you can't do this alone, says Maori. As a parent, no matter what your family dynamic looks like, everyone needs help and support. And I think that's awesome that General Mills is providing this incredible program. Anything to help the community is a bonus for me. Community is big deal for Maori, and part of building it requires talking openly about things that may seem taboo but are real nonetheless. Like perimenopause, which Maori says she's grateful more celebrities have come forward with their experiences and normalized talking about. When I asked her about it, she said it's alignment, since she experienced night sweats just the night before our call. I'm in perimenopause, and last night I was having a night sweat, she reveals. I was like, oh my god. Like, oh my gosh, is this it? But my point is, I'm able to identify it because people are talking about it. If people do not show their vulnerability and do not share their stories, and there is no representation, how can we pinpoint it? And it helps that the celebrities coming forward to talk about their experiences include the likes of Oprah, Sofia Vergara, and Halle Berry, who Maori just discovered as following her on Instagram. Halle Berry, likes my post. I'm like, oh my god, but I've met her several times, and she's really nice, and I love how open she is, and then also it makes you not feel scared. You're like, okay, this is a beautiful woman who is tackling this with education and grace. Still, while Maori embraces openness, she's also adjusting to life with a teenager, and being a parent of a teen in 2025 is not for the weak. Most kids today are online and it's harder than ever to distinguish fact from fiction. What surprises me is how my son can read something and really own it as truth without him doing research. And we didn't really have to do that back in the day, she explains. With 94% of teens wishing that media literacy was taught in schools, according to a 2024 survey, she's not alone in seeing the impacts. And Maori admits to having to teach her son herself that not everything he sees online is real. Like, you have to dig deeper, look at the facts, and do some research on your own to really see if this information that you are reading is true, because I think it can instill fear in him, even if it's not true. The internet may be a fickle place, but one thing is for sure, Maori is sad that her son grew up so fast. Sometimes I enjoy saying, did you put on your deodorant today? Did you brush your teeth? Because I know I hate to sound so cliché, but I am counting down the days I have, she says while holding back tears. I'm like, how did this happen? You know, how did this happen? But I hold on to every moment, I savor every moment with my kids. So I'm so honored to be their mom. From bedtime to runway, Tia Maori proves pajamas can be chic enough for the catwalk. Tia Maori proves pajamas can be chic enough for the catwalk. Image source, Tia Maori, Instagram. When most of us think of pajamas, comfort and coziness come to mind, not couture. But leave it to Tia Maori to flip that idea on its head. The sister star recently gave fans a peek into her pajama closet, and it's safe to say her sleepwear rivals some of our best going out looks. With luxe satin sets, bold prints, and silky loungewear styled like high fashion, Maori is making the case that pajamas aren't just for bedtime, they're runway ready. Maori has long been known for her approachable yet elevated sense of style, and her pajama collection is no exception. Think jewel-toned satin button-downs, wide-leg lounge pants that flow like tailored trousers, and robe-style layering pieces that could double as evening dusters. Whether she's sipping tea at home or turning her kitchen into a catwalk for TikTok, her pajama looks prove that glamour and relaxation can go hand in hand. The rise of luxe loungewear over the past few years has only strengthened this trend. With people spending more time at home, pajama dressing has become a way to blend self-care with style. But Maori takes it a step further. Her ensembles aren't just functional, they're aspirational. She styles her sets with statement earrings, sleek hair, and glowing makeup, transforming what could be a lazy day look into a polished fashion moment. What makes Maori's pajama closet so enviable is its versatility. Satin sleepwear in vibrant hues can easily be dressed up with heels for an evening event, while matching sets in neutral tones double as chic daywear. It's a masterclass in making wardrobe staples work overtime, without sacrificing comfort. In true Tia fashion, her pajama style is also about self-expression and joy. She's shown that fashion doesn't have to be restrictive to be chic. Instead, it can be playful, effortless, and yes, even cozy. For fans looking to elevate their own at-home wardrobe, Maori's closet is living proof that a good pajama set can be both an indulgence and an investment. So, the next time you're debating between comfort and style, take a cue from Tia Maori. With the right pajamas, you really can have both.